In just over 48 hours from now, the first polling places here on the East Coast will close in the presidential election. The final countdown is on, and the gut check moment has arrived for President Obama and Governor Romney as they make the crucial decisions as to where and how to marshal their resources in the places they can still make a difference. And tonight, we're about to release the results of our final poll in this race, a last-minute snapshot that is enough to give both camps reason for hope and anxiety. We're also getting our first indication of how the Hurricane Sandy disaster has affected this race. Our political team is in place with full coverage of these final 2 days. Let's start with our political director-in-chief, White House correspondent Chuck Todd, who's just below me here on Democracy Plaza. Chuck, good evening. Good to see you.
Good evening, Lester. Let me get right to the numbers. As you see here, the president with a very narrow one-point lead, 48-47. Certainly within the margin of error, but interestingly, this is almost identical to the last close presidential we had, which was in 2004 when President Bush in the final weekend also had a 48-47 lead. Let me take you inside the numbers. Among early voters, President Obama with a 7-point advantage here. Almost 4 in 10 voters may vote early this year. If among the battleground states, we've got the president with a narrow 4-point lead, but again, that is well within the margin of error. Now, his handling of Sandy, and this is where you see a big number here. The president, 67% approve on that number. In the Northeast, the number is close to 80%. But let me show you where there really may be a Sandy effect, and that is this idea of which candidate has better leadership qualities. 2 weeks ago, Mitt Romney led on that question, 44-40. Now look, the president jumps 5 points. Our pollsters believe this is where you see the Sandy effect in favor of the president. A couple quick numbers here on the economy. Mitt Romney leads on the question of who would improve the economy by 5 points. But on the issue of the middle class, Lester, this is something where the president leads by 11. Values versus the economy. Lester?
Chuck, thanks.